Good evening, Chair Granados, ladies and gentlemen of the board, and Dr. Garrettson. Bruce Paterson, Garwood, New Jersey. Some questions on the resos. Reso 773 is Sage Landscape Contractors for snow removal services, $190,000. The question is, what are the unit prices he charges when he's called? And it's $95,000 a winter season, obviously. 776 is Ben Schaefer Recreation, Inc. Playground equipment. This was asked before. The additional amount of $243,000. And the question is, why are you increasing this contract by 60%? If it's for a new hillside park, then the balance really should be going out to public bid, not just giving him a 10, 20% overhead and profit on top of a change order. 782 to 787 is modifying the Union County budget, totaling over $1.4 million in this. And I noticed in the newspaper that Senator Scutari has given us another $57 million. The question is, this $57 million, is this going to show up much like modifying the budget like these other ones are? And also, part of it is $25 million for Votech, who was here today. And it's great to have $25 million. But as Commissioner Mirabella said, they didn't even know what the $25 million is for. So, I mean, to me, it sounds like it's just a money grab and a taxpayer ripoff. And if you're receiving $25 million, why don't you use it for possibly the Route 22 bridge overpass? Sounds like that would probably cover it, or even towards the Union County complex bid, whenever that is, because that's going to be very expensive. I've mentioned that before. Reso 808 is congratulating Joe Graciano for his 17 years of service to the county, and I don't think he's here today, but I just want to say thank you, Joe, for your service. You handled the position pretty well. There's many emergencies over the years, and he, when he gave his reports, it sounded like, he was handling every emergency as a top notch. Of course, there was that Neil Palmieri fiasco, and there were other items, but there's always a couple of bumps expected in any job. So I wish Joe good luck, and maybe he and I can get together to talk someday about the county.
You would like that.
General comments. I have to apologize to Commissioner Granados last meeting. I did mention about his family being on the payroll. There was 4 of them. Maybe there's even more. I haven't tracked it. But to tell you the truth, I mean, it's really a lightweight thing that you're doing. I mean, if you really want to game the system, you got to follow Commissioner Mirabella. I mean, he's the senior commissioner here, and I'll tell you, he knows how to game the system. I mean, he got a patronage job back in 2015, $160,000. He's now making about $175,000, along with the $30,000 commissioner salary. So he's making well over $200,000. Actually, and then he gets his wife, who's basically pushing papers in a real estate office. All of a sudden she became a director of communication in Union County College, and now she moved over to Kane College as an assistant vice president of administration. So, I mean, it's just amazing when you have contacts, political contacts. You just climb the ladder. So right now his family is making over $300,000. Commissioner Mirabella, as I mentioned before, he was able to game the system from his $15,000 pension to now well over $100,000. I'll tell you, this county and the politically connected, amazing. And then it comes out in the newspaper that he's being appointed, he's becoming appointed to the National Association of Counties. Now, that's a prestigious role, I guess. But I'll tell you, New Jersey, the way it is, you got to really question about that. But anyway, he's now into the, assuming a role, this is a newspaper article, assuming the role within the Finance and Pension Intergovernmental Affairs Steering Committee. And I'll tell you, if he knows about pensions, what he's doing for his family, boy, he'll really add a lot. The sad part is, we talked about integrity last week, and obviously we brought it up this week. I mean, the respect There's rarely any respect to the taxpayers and the expenditures that are going on
Okay,
here.
Paterson, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
County Manager.
Sure, excuse me, for
776.
676, the increase for Ben Schaefer, it is on a co-op, so nobody's handing anybody money. This is it's publicly bid, a co-op is to complete the park project. That is why the increase is there. That's what it costs to fully fund new equipment at that park. Thank you.
773, County Engineer, please. Mateus.
Thank you, Chair. This is a breakdown of an hourly rate for a truck and a driver. The contract has already been in place for 2 years. It's an extension for another 2 years, so it's actually spread over a 4-year period.
Thank you very much. Seeing no one else, I'll formally close this. Oh,